Hello and welcome to Meadow Bakery. In this video, I'm going to show you how to bake sourdough with a piece of dough from bulk fermented bread. Before we get started, head over to my website, meadowbakery.com. Sign up if you haven't already done so, and then close the page. Go to the courses website where you'll find a list of courses available to buy on my website. When you find the one that you like, you just click on it and you'll be taken to a sales page where there'll be a video telling you more about the course, and there'll be a bit more information down the page about what's involved in the course, and then you click buy and follow the buying process. So I've already gathered up my dough. With this dough, I'll take a piece of it, about 50 grams, 30 to 50 grams, okay, this one. And I'll put it to the side for now. Just gonna put it on a plate and put it to the side. I'm going to bake the rest of my bread. So this is the dough I put to the side. I'm going to use the same bowl. There's no need to wash it. I'm going to add 500 grams of bread flour. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. And then add the bit of sourdough dough from the previous loaf. Okay, now I'm going to add water. I'm going to mix this a little bit, then add water. Okay, the water that I've added is soaked into the flour, so I'm going to add a bit more. I tend not to make very high hydration loaves. I prefer this consistency. Just going to add a little bit of more water. Just makes it easier to handle. So I don't put a lot of water. I leave it till it's a shaggy dough like this. No, it's not very mixed in. And then I cover it. Okay, this is good. I'm going to cover this for about an hour before I stretch and fold it to make it smoother. Just leave it in a warm place. Okay, so this has been resting for about an hour or a bit more. You see it's not as floury as it was when I first started with it. So what I do now is I start to stretch it. This is gentle kneading. It's like kneading but done in a bowl. I don't have to put it on my work surface. The whole process starts and ends in this bowl. You see this is not very smooth. So this stretching process helps to smooth it. And you can just use one hand. There's no need for 2 hands. So when it gets to a tight ball like this, you just put it back and leave it to rise. Now I don't do anything else after this. I'm going to leave it to bulk ferment, which takes a few hours, sometimes overnight, depending on your weather. If it's quite warm, it will take less time, but it still takes a few hours. The next time I'm going to show you when it's risen and then ready to bake. The bread has been rising for a few hours. Okay, look at that. This is the one from the leftover dough. Just going to gather it together. Like that. And then I've got a bulletin which I've just put a little bit of water in. Going to add some rice flour. This stops the bread dough from sticking. into it. Okay, like that. To hold this. So just gather it as best as you can. When it gets too tight, you lift it up and put it in there. I'm going to add some more rice flour. This step is for me to put it in the fridge. I'm going to put it in the fridge to firm up for a bit before I score it and bake it. This can go in the fridge for a few hours, even for a day or two, until you're ready to bake. You can also skip this stage if you want and bake immediately. You can watch the video above to show you how to bake your sourdough immediately. Okay, the bread has been in the fridge for a few hours. I'm going to put it in my enamel roaster. Lift it up. I'm going to add some flour on it. This is rice flour. Okay. And I'm going to, I think I'll make a square. I'll score it into a square shape. Like that. Putting it in the fridge just brings a more defined scoring. You see, like that. Now, this is going to go in the oven for a few minutes until nice and golden brown on top. The bread is ready. Look at that. It's well risen and nice and golden brown. So I'm going to just, it's a bit hot, so I'm just going to be very careful. I'm going to lift it up and put it on a cooling rack and leave it to cool completely before cutting it, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. Okay, I'm going to cut it now and show you what it looks like inside. Look at that. And this is baked from a piece of dough from a previous loaf. Isn't this amazing? Thanks for watching and see you again soon. For more videos like this, visit my website www.meadowbakery.com. Please like and subscribe to my channel.